Hi, I'm Adriana Baranek. I'm CEO of Miadria Group. You're watching YouTube Users channel. Here with me is Mladen Baranek, our CTO.
Hi.
So today we are continuing our series on IT for business executives, following up on the previous video on intranet versus internet. There are lots of questions regarding the networking because many business executives see that lots of money is spent on networking, and they are asking questions that should help them understand what the money is being spent for. What is firewall, in fact, Martin?
So historically, internet had only public IP addresses, and all devices connected to internet were supposed to communicate directly. And then with IP version 4, there was a shortage of IP addresses, and people thought how to resolve that issue. So they invented something called uh, private IP addresses, where the idea is that you can build a private network and reuse some IP addresses in a way that every private network has the same IP addresses, and that way there is no possibility of connecting devices directly from one private network to the other private network, since there would be addressing conflict. And then when there was also a commercial interest in using services over the internet, there was a kind of a security challenge where people wanted to limit what can go from a device to network and what can come from network to device. So firewall is a network function that inspects incoming and outgoing traffic and can limit traffic based on various rules.
Yeah, as we see in
So
our everyday work, firewall is really not perfect.
yes, so today security is multi-layered business, and most applications have their own firewall. Operating system has its own firewall, and in intranet setups, there is usually a few network firewalls that are protecting a private network from the public network.
Yeah, and definitely firewalls can have many downfalls when it comes to
Yes.
using the public cloud. It can also have many downfalls when it comes to using your internal services because it's also not perfect. So
Yes.
there are many problems that we see day to day.
Yes, so firewalls were used to protect unsecure applications and unsecure intranet environments. And in today's world, where you have mobile phones, where you have web applications, people are using public resources, and firewalls are becoming more of a problem. So they are not protecting applications in a public environment, and they can cause a lot of security flaws because people tend to believe that they are protected, while in reality many threats can go through firewalls, so they are not really a suitable solution for protecting assets in modern era. So that they are more a cost and a legacy requirement for older applications.
So if you're a business executive and your IT manager is telling you that you must have a firewall, well, that is not really true. There are different ways to set up your network. There are different ways to protect your data. There are different ways to implement security. And there are still, of course, many companies that rely on firewall, and we are all in the process. So even if the company is going to start using public cloud, there is always some
Yeah. So
interim period.
I believe Adriana is referring to a big networking device called
Yeah.
Firewall. So of course, on your mobile phone or on your operating system, you can use your local firewall to
Yeah.
protect your
Okay.
device or inside an application, but it really does not make sense to put all the traffic
Yeah.
through a big networking firewall and to have intranet and
Yeah.
internet division. So
Yeah, it can be really
basically
very
intranet is
costly.
only
Yeah.
a cost and legacy requirement.
Yeah, yeah. So in that context, when we're talking about firewall and networking, if there is a huge lump sum in your financial statements related to networking to the firewall, there definitely are questions to be asked. And would you like to say something for the end?
Yeah, so now there is additional cost of migrating from IP version 4 to IP version 6. So in many countries, penetration of IP version 6 is around 50%. And there will be a huge impact on intranet environments. So either you will limit your applications to the old world, or you'll have to forklift upgrade all your equipment and invest enormous amount of money
Yeah.
into being IPv6 capable. And anyway, the idea with this new version of IP protocol is to have ability to connect all devices regardless of being on a private or public network.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you have any questions, any additional questions, if you would like some help, some clarification, we have office hours every Friday, so you can sign up in the link below. Like the video and subscribe to our channel if you would like to see more of our videos. Search our history. We also have some very interesting videos from before. Thank you, Martin, for your time.
Thank you.
And thank you all for watching, and we will see you soon. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.